It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
On August 4th of this year, the Keith Lee and Family Food Tour started. So that's 5 months of touring, and it's the end of the year. So this is my official list of the places that we went to on the Keith Lee and Family Food Tour, ranked from least favorite to most favorite, in my personal opinion. Again, my personal opinion. I don't mean no harm. I don't have no malicious intent. And I ain't gonna lie, making this list was kind of hard. There was a lot of these that could have been tied, but I ended up putting them in the list. So let's talk about it. We went to 8 different spots. We're gonna start from least favorite to most favorite. And then number 8, Atlanta. My biggest issue with Atlanta is that it was hard for us to get food. I'm a normal person, but I understand that some people, perception is different. But if other people perceive me as a normal person and I went to Atlanta just to get food, I wouldn't have ate nothing. I mean nothing. And even with people perceiving me the way they perceive me, we still barely ate. But when we did eat, it was delicious. This is a stacked list. Number 7, New York. The issue in New York for me was the spots that we was recommended. I genuinely don't think we got the New York experience, but I tried every avenue I possibly could try to get the New York experience. I reached out to the locals. I reached out to the people who are respected that do food reviews. I reached out to Cashapp. I reached out to everybody I could possibly think to reach out, and we still didn't have that experience. Number 6, Detroit. I wanted Detroit to be number 1 because I'm from there. I'm born and raised there. But us as a team, we had a talk, and the diversity of the other spots kind of outshined Detroit. Now, the food spots we went to were really good. The customer service was really good. But it did lack diversity to the other places that we went to. But again, that don't take away from the amazing spots that we were able to go to while we were there. Number 5, LA. Now, granted, we didn't do a full food tour there, but we went to LA like 20 times this year. And at the beginning, it was really hard for us to find really good, authentic food spots. But towards the end, we really found some amazing spots that made LA go up on this list. When I say the word diversity, LA and New York is the first 2 spots that come up in my mind. LA got everything you would think of. And I went on record saying I wasn't a fan of the LA food scene. I retract that statement. After exploring and really going to LA spots, and we haven't even really went to all of the LA spots. We just went to a few. Delicious. Number 4, Vegas. Again, when you talk about diversity, melting pot. Vegas opened the door for me when it comes to different foods and different cultures and hearing people's stories and listening to them.
I love you, man. I love you so much.
Absolutely. And get out of my shell. When I got off the strip and I went to the neighborhoods and I went to the communities and I went to these mom and pop spots, it really opened my eyes. It opened my horizons. It opened doors. They could not be in the top 4 for me. And again, this list was really close for me. Detroit, Vegas, and LA was fighting. Now we move on to the top 3. Honorable mentions, Miami. We went to Miami, but we didn't do a full food tour there. We just went because I had family there. Some of the food spots we went to, delicious. Some of the food spots we went to, not so delicious. But that's one of the spots that has a lot of culture, so I feel like they was worth mentioning. Number 3, Chicago. Almost every time we got food, absolutely delicious. Cleo's, crazy. Then we met the auntie at Soul Prime. Her food was delicious. It's not much I even got to say about Chicago. It just was an amazing place for me to be in. I loved it there. I ain't gonna lie. Number 2, Houston. Speaking of almost every spot that we went to being delicious, Houston was one of those places. It was one place that carried Houston for me. The Puttery. I've always been very picky on desserts because I'm not really a huge sweets person. I like sweets, but they got to be very good in my opinion for me to really like them. In the Puttery, boy. I also can't think of one spot we went to in Houston that we didn't love. This was a stacked list, and for me, this was really hard to come to the conclusion. But number 1, New Orleans, in my opinion, would set New Orleans apart. Not by much, by like this much, but it did, was the customer service. Everywhere we went, we felt like family. I'm talking about, it felt like I was just going to my cousin's house. It didn't feel like I was going to a restaurant. It didn't feel like I was going to an establishment. It felt like I was going to auntie, mama, pawpaw, whoever house you want to go to. That's what it felt like. And the food.
That lamb chop look bomb.
Oh, shit. Everything was fried, dyed, laid to the side. I left 15 pounds heavier. That is not an exaggeration. And would I do it again? Absolutely. Immediately. Today. Right now. Pack the bags. Get on the plane. See y'all later. Dead serious. When I say New Orleans was a for sure, you're right on. Absolutely. In every sense of the word. But with that being said, that concludes my personal list of the first leg of the Keith Lee and Family Food Tour. This year has been absolutely insane. I can't say thank you enough. Me and my family's life has changed forever. And I've always said thank you. I'm going to say thank you until the day I can't say thank you no more. And every single time I say it, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I be having to do this a lot. I be having to put things in perspective. We only been on food tour for 5 months. And I only been doing food reviews for a year. We just getting started. God willingly, 2024 about to be crazy. And I thank you to every single person who's been on this journey with me and continue to be on this journey. At the top of the year, the second leg of the tour will begin. I'll see y'all soon. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy.
He still got the look. Hey. What a way to keep it funky and taking it all the way back to the place where this all started, in the Paw Patrol chair. Okay, if y'all ain't know about the Paw Patrol chair, y'all are just getting hyped to Keith Lee. Before he did food reviews in his car, he did it on his kid's table in the living room or something using the Paw Patrol chair, and he was just like, I just feel comfortable in it. It's just like easy to set up. I don't know, this is crazy, but what it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog. Hey, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wizard Deals. He keeps it lit, man. Make sure y'all check out all the links below. Subscribe to the YouTube channels, and you can enter to win the 15K subscriber giveaway. All you got to do is send me a screenshot to Everyday Thing with PJ, and you'll enter to win. And if you hit any of the links that you visit, if you send me a screenshot that you visited those links, you will win, or you will get entered to win in a 15K giveaway. Any link. Okay, so let's get into it, man. I'm not finna hold you. Now, hey, Atlanta, I knew it. But what he did not try is the Slutty Vegan. I don't know why people didn't recommend that to him, because I love that place. I will go back to that place every time I go to Atlanta. That's a for sure, you're right, okay? New York. Now, New York people are very rude, just all around. If you're going to get pizza, hurry, tell me what you want. We got a lot of people like, it's only one person behind me. I just give me a slice of pepperoni, damn. And then they don't like all meat pizzas in New York. Like, so if you ask for an all meat pizza, they'd be like, what? Ooh, you fat ass. I don't know what it is. Like, they only want sausage or Italian sausage or pepperoni or bacon or cheese. I don't even think they use just bacon. I'm like, damn, I can't get a meat lover. Say like, all meat. That's where all meat come from. Because in the South, we say meat lovers, probably from Pizza Hut. But meat lovers. And then a lot of people who don't want to be associated with Pizza Hut say all meat. But nah, we want the supreme style all meat pizza, okay? Meat lover, all right? So we call all meat pizzas all meat lovers. Detroit, never been to Detroit, but I assume it's cold and the food is cold also. Never been to LA. Nothing about LA says good food, but what I can tell you about Los Angeles is 90% of the black people from Los Angeles has ties to the South. So there is a chance that your grandmama grew up making biscuits from scratch. But now that y'all's grandmas is all 33, that's why y'all don't know how to cook out there. It's a lot of people be like, my Thanksgiving was gross because your grandma is only 40. Like, your grandma she ain't got that cooking gene in her. You know what I'm saying? Unless your grandma was a single mama of 4 or 5, she can't cook if she that young, okay? I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's only a few women that we got 1 or 2 kids that can throw down, okay? Las Vegas, never been to Vegas, but I assume from Keith Lee's video, there are some great spots out there. Now, Chicago, never been there either. But I always wanted to go to that hot dog place where the ladies are rude and they just talk noise to make you, and they had a little TV show back in the day. Yeah, I always wanted to go there. The hot dogs seem basic though. I don't think you could go there and be like, this is a delicious hot dog. I think it's just a basic Nathan's hot dog or something. I don't think it's nothing special, okay? So you really don't hear about Chicago's food scenes. Like, you don't hear about Chicago, Vegas, LA, or New York's food scene ever. Like, nobody ever talks about them. So it's surprising that he went to these places. So I guess like these are hot travel areas and people like to go. So when they go, they can see what they like. Houston. Now let's talk about Houston. Now, every time I go to Houston, well, first of all, that was the first place I had Torchy's tacos. And I was like, damn, this is bomb. But when I started seeing them in Oklahoma City, I was like, it's watered down. And sure it was. But I loved it when I went down there. It was something amazing that I couldn't get here. Also, I tasted some Iranian food in Houston. Delicious, delicious. Okay, so if you want to go, if you want to try like diversity, there's like this place underneath the city, like underneath downtown, where there's a bunch of little food spots, and they have a plethora of food spots you can eat at, and it's like good. Every time I would go down there, because we had a lot of meetings downtown, so we would sneak down there, grab us some lunch, sit down and wait for our next meeting. But we'll eat at these spots, and you'll always find it's always something different. Like you can always try something different. But yeah, really good. Houston, probably for me, number one. Never been to New Orleans, but I can tell you, New Orleans is the reason why Zion Williams packed on 200 pounds. Okay, Zion Williams went in the league a little baby, and he turned into a full-grown man. In fact, that's the reason why his ankle won't heal right, because the weight done packed on. I remember watching Lonzo Ball talk about how he eats in New Orleans is very difficult because it's hard to find a good restaurant that serves healthy meals. Okay, if you go down and search, look for women down in New Orleans, the average rate of women is 450, 5'2", 450. Okay, these women know how to cook. Okay, I'm gonna just let y'all know New Orleans women are the best cooks in the world. So it does not surprise me that Keith Lee picked this as number one. Also, if you find you a short, big woman with gold teeth, marry her. She knows how to cook and treat you right. And that accent is fire. She be like, baby, she'll cuss you out, tell you she want to suck you off, and then make you dinner and put you out the same sentence. And it all gonna sound good, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to New Orleans. Love them. But he said an honorable mention. I think he said Miami. Miami food's trash, okay? Miami has no food scene. Actually, I take that back. I had to go to this Jamaican restaurant at Opulence. Bruh, when I talk about the hood, yo, I was nervous. And we took a plane, so a brother was not packing. But yeah, I was sent to this food place. I got all the way up there. I was like, this shit looks sketchy. Cause we was down in Miami. So when I had to drive all the way to Opelika and take highways to get there, I was like, man, this food better be good. So I get all the way up there. It's like 1,000 people in line. The lady is rude. And she telling me what I want. I'm like, I guess that's what I want. She said, yeah, you. And then she said rice and peas. And it wasn't rice and peas. I don't know. I have no idea what it was. But when you think of rice and peas, I think of actual grain of rice and some peas. It wasn't that. But everything else was delicious. And they served us chicken thighs. And this is why I tell people, when you make jerk chicken, people give you chicken thighs and legs. I don't know about all these breast and wings. Don't nobody eat no breast and wings. We want that juicy meat. So shout out to whatever restaurant that is in Opelika. But yeah, it was sketchy. But I survived. That was a good place. If you've been to Miami, there's this place that has a guy with an afro on it. That place was mid. The lemonade was mid. And the food was mid. I ain't gonna say it was terrible. It was a black-owned place. And that's the reason why we went there. And I believe it was in the Wynnewood district, I think. Was it Wynnewood? I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't. But wherever it was, just look up for the guy with the afro restaurant in Miami. You'll know what I'm talking about. It wasn't that good. It was all right. The mac and cheese was terrible. The mac and cheese was terrible. Like, I would never touch that mac and cheese ever again. I think they had like pizzas. I can't remember what they had, but yeah, cause it didn't leave a lasting memory on me. But that jerk chicken place, good. Another place, Connecticut. Connecticut has some really, really good spots. I was in Stamford, Connecticut. really weird. They have some good Peruvian restaurants. They have some good Jamaican restaurants. They have some good just American burger restaurants. It was this one burger place. It was white on, but it was good though. It was like a classic diner type feel, but it was bomb. I always go there, and I always go to that Peruvian restaurant in downtown Stanford. Yep, and then you can check out an episode of Maury while you're there. I did. I checked out Maury. I didn't catch Jerry. Rest in peace, Jerry. Another place, San Francisco. If you're gonna go to San Francisco, go find you a place to eat off the pier where you can where they serve fresh crab meat. Okay, fresh crab. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about crab so fresh it still got like the mold on the arm and stuff like that. That type of fresh. Okay, that's another honorable mention. Denver. If you ever been to Denver, get you a pig ear sandwich. A pig ear sandwich is delicious. Now, hear me out. If you don't eat pork, you missing out, dog. A pig ear sandwich, it got a weird texture. It like fall apart in your mouth, but it tastes like ham, because it is. So try a pig ear sandwich, a big old pig ear. You'd be surprised how big a pig's ear is. And then if you go to Oklahoma, man, make sure y'all check out the Turkey Leg Cabana. We will be up and operating starting this spring, so I hope Keith Lee decides to come to Oklahoma City. And I got my boy Big Trey. He gonna come up and show me some love for TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I got some stuff coming for you. So make sure y'all check us out on Instagram, Turkey Leg Cabana OKC. It's gonna be a lit summer, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'ma holler at you later. Peace.